And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Okay, so that is the final fixtures concluded basically after this weekend. Of course, Liverpool wrapping things up with a 2-2 draw to Brighton. I already gave my sort of initial thoughts in the sort of live match reaction straight after the game. Again, very, very sloppy from the Reds, and definitely we're looking at that as 2 points dropped going into this title race. As I said, there have been other games been concluded throughout the Premier League this weekend. Just finished watching Arsenal versus Manchester City, and basically from that game, also from our game earlier on, again a lot of the conversation, a lot of the topic of discussion is with regards to the Circus, that is VAR and the refereeing sort of association. Look, everyone knows what happened last week, and look, with regards to our situation, I'm not going to sit here and blame and say the reason why we didn't get 3 points is because of the referees, but there was a big talking point in that game and a big talking point in today's game as well. So I'm going to be discussing that. Of course, last week everybody knew what happened. Liverpool robbed. I'm not going to delve into it too much. We've had much of the week discussing it, and basically we were told that changes were going to be happening and all the rest of it. And already in Liverpool's first game back, there should have been a red card incident. As I said, the Sky Sports panel had basically spoke about it and had said that there should have been the Brighton, well, obviously when Liverpool got their penalty, that the Brighton defender, the challenger, should have been sent off for basically stopping a goal scoring opportunity. That red card wasn't there. So again, another F up there from the referees and from the sort of VAR. Again, they should have been down to 10 men. Again, though, I'm just going to say I'm not going to push the blame straight onto that incident as to why we didn't win it. We were our own downfall, the sloppiness, all of the rest of it. We were very, very poor at the back, and that's something that needs to be eradicated. But it is a big pivotal moment within a game. They're going down to 10 men for 45 minutes. Well, that changes a lot of things going forward. So again, I'm still going to call things out. I'm not going to blame, I'm not throwing my toys out the pram and saying that's the reason why we drew the game, but it's a big pivotal moment. And then, of course, going into the Manchester City and Arsenal game, there should have been another red card. Kovacic is foul. Again, Curtis Jones getting dismissed for the challenge that he did. Kovacic should have been sent off for Manchester City and didn't. Again, VAR, the referees, why was that not looked at? Another situation, and this might get buried now. The reason why it will probably get buried is because Arsenal went on to win the game right at the end there, beating Manchester City 1-0. However, this is the thing, you don't want to call it out when things aren't going a certain way. You need to call it out at every single possible moment that it's happening. But that's 2 in 2 games, and this is just of the 2 Premier League games I've watched this weekend. Liverpool v Brighton and Manchester City versus Arsenal, where there's been 2 huge decisions ignored by the referees. And again, I'm not just going to call it out when it's affecting Liverpool, because then people will just think it's a Liverpool agenda. I'm calling it out every single moment, and that was the case in this afternoon's game. Maybe some would say Arsenal got their justice because they went on to win the game, but as I said, they need to call these, everyone needs to call this stuff out, otherwise it doesn't get eradicated going forward. So 2 huge decisions there. Missed again by VAR and the referees, and yeah, fans are not happy. Fans are taking to social media, venting their anger, and rightfully so. It's frustrating because you're going into every game and the topic of discussion all the time is missed chances. And now, basically, again, I'm not blaming just simply that decision on Liverpool's draw. We weren't good enough today. We were sloppy. However, you could go and say, look, 2 big decisions over 2 weekends have cost us points, cost us lots of points. Some points against Spurs. And now you're looking at the title race is starting to seriously heat up. And I feel that we're behind. And no fault of our own. Well, there is today. I keep on saying it. There was a fault of our own. We were sloppy. But again, Brighton going down to 10 men for 45 minutes changes the game entirely. But anyway, look, I'm going to stop ranting and raving. It is Sunday. Let's go over the sort of results from the sort of weekend. Let's discuss where we are going into this international break and discuss a little bit more with regards to the football club. So as I said, on Saturday, the game, of course, was the There was a few games that went on. Tottenham continued their fine start to the season, beating Luton Town 1-0 with 10 men. Chelsea got back to winning way, well, carried on winning ways actually, as they beat Burnley 4-1. Everton, surprise win as they beat Bournemouth 3-0. Fulham beat Sheffield United 3-1. Manchester United came from behind and beat Brentford 2-1. Crystal Palace drew 0-0 with Nottingham Forest. Today, guys, as I said, Brighton, Liverpool 2-2. Pisses me off, that result. It really freaking does. West Ham 2, Newcastle United 2. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Aston Villa 1. And the game that has just finished, Arsenal 1, Manchester City 0, which leaves the table looking like this. Tottenham and Arsenal top of the league, both on 20 points, both with a goal difference of 10. Manchester City in third on 18 points, and then obviously Liverpool in fourth with 17 points, and then that kind of makes it up. Manchester United in 10th, Chelsea in 11th, and then the bottom three, as Luton are still out of there, is Burnley, Bournemouth and Sheffield United. So looking at the table as things stand, it isn't that bad for us. We're definitely within the mix. It's so long to go. I'm still seeing loads of positives about us going forward, and I'm not going to throw my toys out the pram over this weekend's result. But as I said, we just need to sharpen up a little bit, but we're definitely in there. These four teams that are making up the top four currently right now, I do think will all be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. We'll probably see a team drop off. I still do think we are the greatest title challengers to Manchester City as time goes on. As the season goes on, Manchester City are going to get Rodri back. They're going to get Kevin De Bruyne back. And some would say Arsenal, if Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri and all that were there, would have Arsenal won? Who knows? But that's just the luck of the draw when you play. But as I said, I do think we're still very much within this title race, but something after this weekend that needs to be eradicated. I've been saying it for weeks now. I really have been saying it for weeks, is we need to stop our sloppiness. We need to stop giving goals away. We need to start switching on at the back. And I do think the summer transfer window is something to blame. Yes, we were focusing on getting the midfield. We did all right with getting the midfield, but we needed a left-sided centre-back. We needed some more defensive reinforcements. We didn't, and that's sort of proving to be a bit of an issue. However, having said that, look, listen, we're still great going forward. We've got a decent run after the international break to make a run of things and to go out there and try and win multiple games on the bounce, and really sort of cement ourselves as a title challenger come between that international break and Christmas and the new year. But again, not too bad to be where we are. 8 games played, 17 points on the board, a 9 goal difference. We've lost 1, drawn 2. Again, Chelsea pisses me off, Brighton pisses me off, and Spurs pisses me off. There's a good chance we could have had a 100% winning streak, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on the sort of circus that's going on with these decisions at the moment. What needs to be done? Obviously, big one today in the Manchester City-Arsenal game, a big one again in the Liverpool-Brighton game. What are your thoughts? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.